We are live. Okay, well, welcome everyone to our Monday evening community call. I'm your co-host Robin, along with Gregory, and we get together every Monday night to celebrate success, to give updates, to talk about all kinds of cool stuff. And this is a really, really, really special week. This is convention week, whether you're going to be with us live or you're going to be with us in technologically live on the virtual connection. Today is the deadline to get your virtual tickets. So it's really important that you let people know. So what we're going to do is we're going to continue to celebrate the rank advancement promotions, and then we're going to do some updates for what's coming up this week. We got a different schedule this week, all kinds of things. So before we jump in, Gregory, anything you want to say?
Well, I just want to emphasize what you just said about, I'd really like to suggest that all of you, when you get off this call, that you're on the phone and letting everybody in your team know, hey, the clock is ticking, midnight tonight in some time zone. I'm not sure which one it is, Robin, maybe you could say, but virtual tickets go off sale. So right now there's this short window of about 4 or 5 hours where people can still register. And I know that people are going to really disappointed if they don't, even if they can't be there, even if they have to work a full-time job on Friday and or Saturday, along with their ticket, they get 24/7 replay rights for the next 2 weeks. And there's going to be some releases there that people won't want to miss. So just a nudge to all of us. Last call for virtual tickets. It's today, August 15th.
And then if you still need a ticket or you're transferring names on a ticket, the deadline is Wednesday at midnight. Let's just say Midnight Mountain, it's probably Pacific because that's usually what they do, but get it done before that. So you want it handled, so you can just take a big exhale and go, that's handled. So they are transferring names at the last minute. Things have happened, some people can't make it, whatever. So just know that you can transfer the ticket. There's still some people looking. Use the Facebook group if you have a ticket or need a ticket. Our community has been really extraordinary, stepping up to help each other. And before you turn it into corporate, make sure you put it on our Facebook group first. Okay.
And
all right, moving on. Okay, so we had all kinds of rank promotions in July. I mean, it was really, 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 really exciting. And the woman we're going to hear from next, she upranked 2, not 1, but 2 ranks. And she did 1, and then the other came a day or 2 later. And everybody knows her. Everybody loves her. She's the consummate professional, even though she was not feeling well. And it was her 80th birthday. She looks maybe 60. She's just an incredible contribution to our community. I want to bring forth Miss Kayla Becky, who made it to Senior Director and Executive Director. There she is. Hello, gorgeous.
Well, thank you. I feel like 80 tonight.
You don't look it.
I want to start out by giving kudos to Robin. I would never, ever have pulled this off without her. It all started on June 30th when she did a presentation that you can find on liveyoungeryoutube.com, again, June 30th, on conscious languaging. And this meant so much to me that as soon as they announced this promotion on, I believe it was July 4th, I went, oh, I can do this. And truly, Robin, I would not have thought I could do this, even one level, if I had not watched that presentation. So watch it again if you saw it. If you didn't see it, pull it up, because it's really wonderful in helping you know what to do with your business. So I set my intention that I would not do 1 level, but 2 levels, and evaluated what was needed. And I discovered first I needed a new director, which I'd known. I'd had Linda Jenks as a director for over a year. But I knew I needed somebody on the other leg and just hadn't been able to accomplish that. And I was short about 6,000 volume a week that I needed. So those were my two things I had to focus on. I evaluated who might make director by going into the back office and looking at the personally enrolled team. If you don't do that often, I encourage you to do that. Wonderful information there. And I saw that Susan Stevenson was very close and one more gal, and they were both on the leg that I needed. Excuse me, my voice is not up to par, so I hope I can make it through this. So I really talked to Susan. She was very anxious to become director and rank up herself. So we discussed what was needed. She understood immediately, and she said, I've got it. I'm off to do it. And then I evaluated on where more volume might come from. And I had recently been introduced to a new director in our group, about 8 levels down, named Vicki Johnson, and had found she lived just 90 miles from me. So I set up to do some Saturday morning classes in her store. She would turn out at least 30 people. We did a couple of radio shows, and that brought more people to the Saturday morning classes. And then I began to work with those that she had who were potential managers that could make her up rank as well, because it's fun when you all do it together. But what really happened was Robin began working behind the scenes with these people. And she told me to go ahead and take our trip to Las Vegas to celebrate my birthday on July 29th. So this is all coming together because the deadline is July 31st. Well, I woke up on July 39th in the hotel room with such a sore throat, I couldn't even swallow water. And I knew that COVID had hit me. Very, very ill. I told my husband, we got to get up. You got to get me home. It's about a 4-hour drive. And what COVID taught me was, and we've heard it from David over and over and over, you have to live a good lifestyle if you want the patches to do the best. So I always thought, well, you know, I'm not going to get COVID. I wear all the patches. I have my glutathione levels up. But on the trip, we got too tired. We stayed at shows late. We ate junk. We didn't sleep well. We did everything wrong. And so we got caught. But throughout the illness, Robin kept saying, Kay, we've got this. Now go rest. She checked in with me every day. Go rest, Kay. So Robin and my sponsor, Anne Marie Dixon, worked with Vicki and motivated her to reach senior director, which gave me the volume I needed. And my dear friend of 39 years, Susan Stevenson, qualified as director by helping her cousin reach manager. So I qualified for executive director at 9 p.m. on August 31st, after spending several hours at the hospital, in a hospital bed, trying to figure out why I was so sick. I was testing negative for COVID at home, but that's all that was wrong with me. They ran multiple tests and they said, you might as well go home because we can't do anything at the hospital. You can just go home and rest. So I think that's pretty amazing to have a team like Robin and Anne Marie and everybody working behind the scenes, because in this case, teamwork really made the dream work. Without it, I could never have done it. So it is my pleasure to introduce Susan Stevenson of Atlanta, Georgia, my newest director, and the one that pushed me over the top to make senior director. And she has been in the natural health field and network marketing for 39 years, loves the industry, thinks the patches are unbelievable. She has a fabulous story on bone density, which maybe she can share with you. And any spare time she has, she spends taking care of her 3 little grandsons. So it's with great pleasure that I introduce you to Susan Stevenson.
Well, first of all, before you say anything, congratulations, Kay. This is a huge accomplishment. You have worked so hard, and I just wanted you to rest. But you just kept going for it. You didn't, until it was done, you weren't done. So we're so proud of you, and we're so happy to have you as one of our leaders, and really privileged. You're just such a gift to our community. So thank you.
Well, thank you. I've never been in a network marketing company that gives you the support that you and Gregory give to people. It's unparalleled and so appreciated.
We thank you and we love doing it. Thanks. Susan, congratulations to you, my dear new director.
Thank you.
Yeah, why don't you share a little bit with everybody about some of your keys to success and a little bit.
Well, besides having someone like Kay and Anne Marie and yourself, I think the main thing is passion. That I got good results with the patches, and I felt like I had a new life because I felt like an old lady at 66. I thought, wow, is this what it feels like? You know, both mentally and physically, and just to see changes overnight, mentally, physically. I wish I'd taken more pictures of varicose veins, spider veins, all kinds of things, because I don't have proof of that part, but I have the medical proof. But you asked a few success things, and basically being in the health field, I think knowing different health practitioners, that was a lot who I went to, from chiropractors, estheticians, massage therapists, clients that I'd known through iridology. So that was a big help. And then basically to kind of maintain, I do a newsletter every week. I pass on Kay's, she does a weekly call. I don't know if you guys know that. That's pretty amazing. So I share that with everybody in my group. I leave some testimonies, and sometimes have pretty wild testimonies there that people appreciate. And then also promote Dr. Jeff's call, which I know a lot of the people I know can't be on calls during the day. And Kay asked, why do you like him so much? And I think because he's really down to earth, a medical doctor. He kind of explains a lot of the history at the first of the call. And then he lets you ask questions, which have been very interesting. So those are some of my main things I think that have helped me. And one thing I've learned from Kay that she did originally, I've got to do better, is go to people that trust you. Because with Kay, I trusted her, and I'd had someone else present it to me before, and I thought, oh, this person knows, doesn't know what she's talking about, didn't even watch the video. But the minute Kay called me and talked to me, I was saying, oh, okay, I believe you. And so I've got to go to people that trust me, because I think that's a key in the future. And then to follow up with them, because a lot of times I send videos and things and I just don't get back to them. And those people I do, usually they say, oh yeah, I think I'm interested, so those are kind of my little keys for success.
Beautiful. Well, you said a lot of really good things. Having a leader like Kay is a gift for anyone. And, you said you wish you would have taken pictures. That's a hint for everyone. Really remind your people that are brand new to take a picture of their face in good lighting. Take a picture of your scars. Really document, use that health tracker and document what's going on. Like if you have limited mobility, how far can you turn your neck? And then, just so you're creating your own story. But you also said you do a newsletter, and staying in touch with people and educating people has been proven statistically to increase retention. So those are really valuable things to share with people. And Dr. Jeff he's such a gem. I hope he comes to the conference. I want to give him a big hug. He's such, he is so down to earth and so wise, and a gift to Lifeway for sure. So thank you, Susan, and congratulations to you. So now we get to bring on our next guest. And this next guest is, she is what's referred to as a soaring senior. And she is another 80-year young person. Really hard to believe, but I'm just going to read a little bit about her. She's climbed Mount Kilimanjaro. She's done the Hawaii Ironman and solo hiked 2,175-mile Appalachian Trail, which is a humongous feat. And she said she got ill after that and took her a long time to recover. She's been with Lifeway 2 years, but this woman is an inspiration to me. She just keeps doing it. She just keeps doing it. And she is out there jumping into the ocean on New Year's Day from Maine. I mean, She just is out there to inspire people that are, you know, in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond to live fully. And she's a gift to all of us. So Rita Losay, share a
Thank
few
you.
words of wisdom with us, please.
Well, as I've been thinking about this, one of the deals I made with myself when I was hiking the Appalachian Trail was I couldn't quit when I was having a bad day. Because if you're hiking for 6 months, you know you're going to have more than a single bad day. So the deal was you can't quit when you're having a bad day. You have to wait till you're having a good day, and then you can quit. I think the same thing applies to building a LifeWave business. I can't quit when I'm having a bad day. So that has helped me a lot. And also as an athlete, you have a lot of bad moments as an athlete. So you learn to get up and go again. Many of the things that I have done have been solo sports, as running road races, doing triathlons, hiking the trail. That's a single person activity in a lot of ways, although you get support in different ways. But LifeWave is really a team sport. And that's really a valuable asset to have someone that you can talk to when you're having one of those bad days and just say, hey, I need to pick me up. So, and the other thing I think that fires my passion is my age. I go to the grocery store and I see people who are younger than I, who can't even get their groceries out without riding in one of those carts. That makes me a bit crazy. And I want to do everything I can to help people know there's a better way to be 80, 85, 90, however old you get to be. So those are the things that I would encourage people to think about. Besides, what better products are available to us anywhere on planet Earth? It is such a privilege to offer people patches and the opportunity to become part of our business. So you're going to be stuck with me for a long time.
I love it. You know, you, Rita, you know, we've been working together for quite a while, and you had your intention on this. You had your intention to be a director before the conference. You didn't get it quite under the wire under the 31st, but you got there on August 2nd, I think, or something, you know, right after, but you were on it and you knew you were going to get it. And out of the universe, this wonderful woman showed up, you know, and it's amazing. And you truly are an inspiration. So you and Kay, oh my gosh, are 80-year young directors, senior directors, executive directors. That's where you're going, Rita. So, and don't quit. That is a huge one, because you have certainly been through a lot of challenges that a lot of people will never know about, that have been truly, truly extraordinarily challenging, and you didn't quit. And God bless you. You're amazing, and truly you're an inspiration to so many people. So congratulations, my dear. Yay.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so now we're going to move on. We're going to go down south to Florida. Let's see, Rita's up north. So we're going to head down to Florida, and I just had the bio for Diane Purdy, who's a new director, and she said she's always been focused on helping people achieve their best. She started a Mind, Body, Spirit seminar at Sea Business, and she met her sponsor, Dr. Tiana, and her manager, Katie. They were both participants and speakers and became soul family. You know, it's relationships. It's really about relationships.
Exactly.
You know, she's a realtor and she connects people with the best home for them. So LifeWave is a natural fit for her. And I'm so happy that you're a new director. Congratulations, Diana. I'm excited to see you too.
Thank you. I'm young at pushing 70. So
all right, you're a youngster on this bunch.
I'm a youngster on this tonight. I certainly agree with the philosophy of never quitting. In fact, I saw that on Dr. Jones' email the other day. She said the only way to fail is to quit. And I'm not a 90-day or a 900-day person. I've been in the business for 2.5 years. 2.5?
3.
3.5. I've been in the business for 3.5 years, since April of 2019. I did a lot of focusing on my real estate business through that time. So I haven't given it as much time as I would have liked to, but to me, it's about loving people and relationships, like you said, Robin. So I love people. I let them know that what I'm about is holistic health. I've always been the one who does everything naturally. I'm 68 years old and on no medication. I'm proud of that. So I share that with people. I also believe that what we've been going through, what the world's been going through the past 2.5 years, we're going to come out of it. I believe in the bright future ahead of us, and I believe that the healing modalities of the future revolve around light, frequency, and sound, and we've got 2 of those covered. And who knows what else David's going to come up with. We might have sound covered as well. But I think we're still on the ground floor on this, and there's no way you can lose if you stay with it, because with the new world and the new healing modalities, this is the business to be in. So I gently work with that with people. I don't push anybody. I'm a bit of an introvert myself, but I feel like the right people find me or find people that I'm associated with and work with it that way. So it's more of a psycho-spiritual thing for me.
Beautiful, beautiful. And I hope everyone heard that Diane started 3.5 years ago. And so for those of you that have not ranked up at the speed that you wanted,
Right.
the only way to fail is to quit. And she just stayed in there. And, life took her in other directions, but she always remained active, not fully focused, but it was active and engaged. And now look what happened. So the future is very bright. Thank you. And congratulations, Diane.
Thank you.
It's wonderful to have you in our leadership team.
Thanks.
Okay, so the last one for this evening is Susan Elizabeth Carabello, and I don't have a bio for you, and I really don't know much about you. So if you could just give a few quick lines, Susan, just a touch about your background and some of your words of wisdom for our community tonight. There she is. Hi.
Oh,
Congratulations.
Thank you. Well, I hail from really a bit of a multifaceted environment. I started out in sociology, where we learned all about the loss of family and community. And then I went into psychology because I most needed to transform myself. And there I studied quite a bit of neuropsychology, energy therapy as I evolved, and then retired about 8 years ago to help my dad up here in North Florida, and have been working as a wellness educator because I actually started studying holistic health probably about 40 years ago because I had my own challenges. So that's just a snapshot there. And I think it's so funny how we go back to our roots. And Robin, I've heard you and Gregory say that this is the best paid personal development plan, the best compensation. And boy, is that true. So I feel very blessed that I'm well paid for working on Susan, because I will say that in terms of success steps, that would be something that I will tell you, Robin, I've really worked to embrace. Is just keep working on me. I use paraliminals, tapes to help reboot my subconsciousness to be in a prosperity, accepting and just recognizing all the prosperity that abounds, and giving thanks as often as possible. I wrote here that just honoring the support that our community here at LifeWave provides. We live in times, as everyone is aware, where there's a paradigmatic shift. And so I think reaching out up above to get that support. I was on the phone with Janet Kiefer earlier, and I said, Janet, without you, I would never have made director. I would never have made manager. I can think of at least 1,000 times that you reached out to touch me and say, hey, what do you need? How can I help you? You were always available. So that, I think, going forward, that is part of my mission, is just to be a better leader, a better supporter, and to be someone's miracle. Whether it's someone that I patched who goes, oh my gosh, that pain I've had for 10 years. I met with someone Friday who was so, I guess you could just say, in love with LifeWave. At the end of our discussion, she invited me to her home to patch her mother. And what an honor. And here's this woman in her 80s that just beaming after 10 minutes of being out of pain after a very long time. So I'm really thankful. Those were probably the major things. Stay engaged and participate. People want to be connected. So we provide just a powerful, powerful technology. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Susan. And you shared some great gems too. I hope everyone was taking notes from these wise women here. You know, you talked about the personal development program with the compensation plan. And it is true. The more you work on yourself, the more success you're going to have in your business. It's as Jim Rohn says, you know, work twice as hard on yourself as you do on your business, because you are your business. As an entrepreneur, you are. And you keep doing it. And a lot of people get into LifeWave because they have some things physically that need some attention, and then they have this great experience, and then they start sharing, and then it shifts into this, like you talked about, it's a privilege to get to share this with people. And so, you know, and gratitude, it's always important to be grateful. And I remember when Gregory was sick, I was sitting after he'd be sleeping in tears of gratitude to David Schmidt and to Dr. Lauren Picard, you know, because it made a huge difference in his healing, a huge difference. So I want to congratulate you. And yes, team spirit, using the team, staying connected, staying engaged. Those are really, really valuable pieces for everyone, because you never know where you're going to get that little piece of information that's going to change everything. So beautiful sharing, all of you. I want to congratulate each and every one of you, and thank you for being on the call tonight and sharing with everybody. And wow, congratulations. So Gregory, I think we're ready to move on. Yay, everybody. Great job. Okay, we're going to go back to the newsletter, honey.
Yes, we are. Hold on just 1 second. Wow.
That was great.
I feel totally blessed to be surrounded by all these powerful women. God bless you all, and congratulations on your success. And what a wonderful community opportunity and team has come together here in LifeWave and in our Live Younger community. And can't wait to see many of you together in Florida. You know, in just a few days, Robin and I will be getting on a plane on 6 a.m. Wednesday morning. So I know our schedule is going to change a little bit. Let me share my screen. I'll bring up our newsletter again. And I think the next thing on it is our revised schedule for the next 8 days. Tuesday, we are going to have our friend Dr. Stewart back on our Tuesday evening call. That's going to be the last call we're going to do for a while. There will not be a Wednesday director call because we'll be traveling along with many others. And Thursday, because we'll be at the conference, we're not going to be doing a morning chat either. And because we're going to be traveling on Monday, we're not going to do a Monday. Well, we will do a Monday morning miracle call because there's plenty of people that are going to be around and about to get that done. And it doesn't take a lot of planning. We just turn it on and let it roll. And we got, two really wonderful hosts. But on Monday evening, we're not going to have our regular call like we have tonight, but we're going to have a don't ever miss a Tuesday evening event highlights webinar. And we're going to have top leaders from the organization, maybe a couple of guest corporate speakers, but we're going to go through the highlights of the conference. So we're encouraging everyone to take good notes, and we'll be working over the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday to compile that into a structured presentation for you. That call probably go a little longer than normal because there's going to be so much to share, and we don't know what we're going to have to share. We know there's going to be a lot of great stuff. So that will take the place of our our regular LifeWave introductory call next Tuesday evening. Next Tuesday, instead of the typical Monday evening LifeWave X39 doctor introduction call, it's going to be our conference highlights. So I wonder, Robin, if we should talk just briefly about
Before you go forward,
Yeah.
I do want to mention that that was the webinar schedule. And just for those of you that will be in Orlando on Sunday morning from 9 to 11, we're going to
right.
have, what are you going to call this event, Henny?
Oh, on Sunday morning, those of you that are going to be there, we're going to have a little wrap up, leadership wrap up. We're not going to call it leadership, it's everybody. We're going to have a wrap up session for the Live Younger community. We've got a room reserved for us for 9 to 11, so it's going to be short. It's, we're not going to drag it out. So if you're sticking around Florida for a day or two, you'll have the whole, we'll have tables. So if you want to bring your breakfast or something in and sit down, we're not going to be serving meals. There'll be water service only. So bring your coffee, bring your scones or whatever you eat. Or, just bring you and pop in, pop out. If you can't stay, if you can only be there for 20 minutes, it's going to be kind of an open mic. And I know we're going to get, I know that some of our leaders are thinking way in advance. It's going to be a call to action, where we take everything that happened for those 2 days and pull it together and say, here's where we're going between now and the holidays, between now and, Thanksgiving and the holiday season. So don't miss that if you can be there with us live. And there was some discussion about Zooming it live, and that may happen. So stay tuned.
We'll let you know Sunday morning, but we'll put a post up on the Live Younger Facebook group. But I also want to share that the company has been sending out communications, and the one that came out today is really, really an important one. And I'm not going to do the screen share on it. I'm just going to read from it. But it came out this afternoon at about, I don't know what time it came out, but it doesn't matter. Everything you need to know about the schedule, lunch options, recognition gala, and more. And so there's a link for the agenda if you want that. And the welcome reception is at 6 p.m. It's where you get to, there will be non-alcoholic beverages. There will be a bar if you want to get an alcoholic beverage and purchase it. And the doors are going to open 60 minutes ahead of time, so you can go in and, get your seats. Lunch options. This is the coolest thing. We just learned this. The right outside the ballroom, the company has arranged to have a variety of options and food trucks, really healthy, wonderful, different kinds of food. So you can get your food and then you can meet with people on the portico terrace where facilities are set up where you can lunch with everyone. So this is a great time to be with your team. This is a fabulous time to spend quality time with people. You can pick up your lunch and go sit down. It'll be all set up, and they will take debit and credit cards. So that's fabulous. And then the recognition gala. I can't tell you how many people said, what do I wear for the recognition gala? And my answer is dress up, whatever that means for you. For some people, it's blue jeans and a really nice shirt. For other people, it's black tie and a long gown. It's really what works for you, and you will see everything. And, who knows, George Washington might show up again, but it's, dress up a little bit, because we don't often have a chance to dress up. And we'll be sitting at tables and we will have plated dinners. They treat us really, really well. There's a really fabulous recognition gala. And then after that, there's dancing to let all that energy out that we've been building up in the last 2 days. So, bring your dancing shoes, I know someone who's bringing her dance teacher with her. So that is what's going on. And that email came out. There is, I don't think we have any other senior presidentials. If there's any presidentials on the line, there is a luncheon on Thursday with David from 12 to 2 if you're presidential or senior presidential. And there will be, if you have any questions, there's a hospitality desk and they are there to serve you, to answer your questions. So please know that there's always support available. And we will be sending out a message to all of the directors, and they will collect the name tags from us and distribute them to you. And that's the way that's going to work. Anything else you want to add to that, honey?
Yeah, I just wanted to briefly, I've been saying it on almost every call, a call to action for everyone who can't physically be there, who's going to be attending virtually. And there's going to be a lot more people attending virtually than physically. We know that. And so plan ahead, and invite some friends over, have small get-togethers, and we're encouraging everyone that is in physical attendance to be, sending texts and messages to their friends, family, and organization that can't physically be there. Oh my God, David's on the stage. Oh, you won't believe what he just said. Oh, this is happening. That's happening. Let the communication flow between all of us. So, we don't want to disrupt things, but we want to erupt, I guess. This is really a disruptive technology we're dealing with. And this is a very special event. So we're going to be in high-level communication. I'm going to real briefly just share a document that some of our leaders put together. And for those that are in physical attendance, the convention essentials, how to get the most out of your convention experience. Judy Daniels, in concert with a few leaders, put together a wonderful list. I believe this was posted in Live Younger Success last Thursday.
Yes.
So I'm not going to go through this point by point. You can go through it on your own. But this, if you're in physical attendance, you probably want to print this out and because there's some really good things here to know and do. And then on the backside, it has convention essentials. It's got the agenda for Thursday evening general reception. Friday is our Wear White Day, and all of us, Live Younger community going to be wearing white, whether it's a white shirt, dress, whatever, but wearing white. We have our pretty blue, activate your stem cell name tags. And we're going to have a great get together. And then Friday evening, we're going to have a pizza party, and we're looking for a private venue big enough to hold, 100 or 200 of us. But we're going to have pizza, salads, and I know that some people are making alternative, plans for vegan and, vegetarian, et cetera. But so that's Friday night. All day Saturday and all day Friday are the events. And I was so excited to get that email just came through talking about the food trucks, because getting everybody in and out of the restaurants is sometimes a challenge, and no one likes to wait in long lines. But this is a great opportunity to get together with your teams. And now there's the food trucks are there. And Sunday morning, we just mentioned, we're going to have our Live Younger team wrap up from 9 to 11. There's a list of things to bring, be prepared, come prepared. And there's even some Sunday suggestions, if you're staying over, the sun's pretty bright and hot in Florida, so make proper preparation. So we'll post this again into the Live Younger Facebook page right after this call is over.
Okay, thank you for that, honey. And Heidi wanted to know, she's not a manager yet. Can she attend the Sunday wrap up? It's for everybody. Everybody.
Yeah, no,
And
it's not leadership.
No, this is not. Yeah.
Well, there'll be some leaders having some good ideas in the front of the room, but it's open for everyone in the Live Younger community.
Yeah.
So you better be there, Heidi. You better be there.
Oh my gosh, no kidding. And
Yeah,
it's a
that's right.
chance, while things are so fresh, to share what your highlights were and what you're going to do. And we're going to be asking people to step up and make some,
Mhm.
declarations of what your action plan is for the next 90 days and where you're going. And so that's going to be fun.
Okay. So what's
And
next on our-
I do want to say that I know several of you cannot come, and you are close in our hearts and you are with us, and you should wear white on Friday anyway, even if you're not going, if you're going virtually. And this is an opportunity until the end of tonight to get a virtual ticket. And if you have a really good prospect, you might want to buy a ticket for them. And that's an investment in your business. And I did that for one of our people that I know isn't coming. And I said, if I got you a ticket, would you watch? She goes, absolutely. And so what Gregory said earlier about sending text messages, you want to see this, this is going on right now, and take notes of what you want to share, because, you know, we're thinking about having a watch party afterward when we come home with our local people and some prospects and customers. And you might want to do the same thing. You know, when you're coming home from this, you're going to be so excited. And this way you'll know some key things that you want to make sure that you show at your watch party. You don't want to show all 2 days, but some key highlights would be great. Okay, moving on. And it
Okay,
is-
so yeah, go ahead, Robin. You want to just talk about tomorrow night with
Oh,
Dr.
tomorrow night we have Dr. Stuart Friedenfeld, and he's a 73-year-old soccer star. He just won the championships last Tuesday. So we'll
Wow.
get to hear about that tomorrow night. He's, you know, he plays with, you know, 20, 30, 40-year-olds, and he's in his 70s. And, you know, God bless taking good care of our bodies and being healthy and strong no matter what age we are. And then last week, David did a LifeWave Connect on X39 and 49. And if you didn't have a chance to see it, you can click, and it is the Facebook link, not the YouTube link. So you can't share it outside of the Facebook group yet, but it will be coming. And then, like Gregory said, we're not having the business chat this week because we'll be at the conference. And we will be having the Monday morning call because we're not flying out till later in the day on Monday, and we'll have our hosts ready and available. The link is there for the updated agenda and everything right there. So you can click on that. And it's not too early. It's plenty of time to start planning for Dallas and Phoenix in September, October. So those guys are really lucky to be after the convention. How exciting. Although it was great to be before the convention too, to get ready for it. And now we get to do the spin. So we love your stories, and we want to reward you for sharing your stories, because when you share your stories, it inspires other people to share with their friends and family that really could use this technology. So I am going to spin, and these are people that have shared their stories on Vibrant Living. There are literally hundreds of stories. If you just ever want to get inspired, go to vibrantlivingfacebook.com, vibrantlivingfb.com, and go to guide number 2 and 3, and there are literally hundreds of stories there. And that's where they live. And when we do the spin, these are people that have shared the stories. And then one of them is going to win a book. And it's a book that should support your business. And we're going to get a few more of our books in. But right now we don't have any extras, but we have plenty of other good books to share. So are you ready? And the winner is Priscilla Everhart. She shares a lot of great stories, Priscilla. So Priscilla, I can bring the book with me, or I can send it to you. Either way, I believe she's coming, and Priscilla lives in Florida, so she'll be there. And I think that about wraps it up, doesn't it? Let me just check the chat, honey, and see if there's anything else. If you are going through a name change, put it in writing to customer service or events@lifewave.com with the person's name that's not coming, with their name and ID, and the person who is coming with their name and ID. And if you have any questions, reach out. Okay. So excited to learn more and shout out the patches and try to dance again. Yay, Sybil. Lifeway is awesome. Love it. 60% chance of rain. Yeah, I hear it's been raining a lot there. So we might not be outside so much as inside, but we'll figure it out. Okay, and setting intention for how many people next year. Love it. Let's see. Okay, Casey, let's talk directly, okay, about that situation. I think we got everything handled. Great job, everyone. We went a little bit over tonight, but it was wonderful to celebrate all these great new ranks and all these wonderful people. So, honey, I think we're ready for a close here.
I think we're ready for wrap up. God bless you all, and we look forward to seeing many of you, giving you big hugs in Orlando. So good night, everyone.
Bye.
Good night. Thank you.